Hello everybody, and welcome to part 2 of episode 1 of Let's Play Final Fantasy VI Brave New World Semi-Blind! That's what I'm calling this. It's gonna be a long title. Oh my gosh. I have to figure out another title. Maybe I'll do that before I upload. I haven't uploaded anything yet, so maybe I'll have time. So, here we are. We have Terra and Locke. What are they equipped? Mithril Dirk. Look at that. We've even changed the names of equipment. Interesting. What's she? Mithril Bolo. What's a Bolo? Interesting. Okay. So what we are going to do is run along over here. This is a classroom for the beginner. Even veterans may find that they still have much to learn from us, however. Please, speak with everyone here and heed their advice. I shall. I shall because I was officially advised to by the people who made this mod. This is water from a recovery spring. Have a drink. I did. Okay, let's check this out here. This is a save point. You can save the game at save points, hence the name. You may also use a sleeping bag or okay. We read all this before. Incidentally, I am going to... Excuse me? Would you stop? This is... I cannot... Thank you. Yeesh. I am going to save here, though. Steal is a useful way to save money on items by acquiring them from enemies. Use it against foes who might be holding something, namely those of the human variety. Trying to steal something from a monster is a good way to get yourself killed. So that's new. I like it. Receive Phoenix Down. The relics in this pod are meant for those seeking a challenge. If your name isn't Anima or Lockerbie, just leave them. Huh? Okay. I think those must be like, I don't know. Lighter armor may not be as defensive as the heavy stuff, but it makes it easier for the wearer to dodge attacks. Other types of armor are better at protecting you from magical damage. Most relics also provide defensive benefits and/or attribute boosts in addition to their regular effects. Coordinate them accordingly with your armor setup for maximum enjoy. For maximum enjoy. Dried meat is cheap and very good at keeping you alive in the early game. Tonics and potions restore fractions of your max HP, so they'll be more useful later on. Really? Well, that's new. Dried meat cures 100. Cures death, 1/16 max. Okay. Interesting. So they've made some changes to how potions and such work. Some chests contain better loot if you wait until later in the game to open them. Think of them as Schrodinger's chests. Ha! Worry about missing out on rare stuff like this? Don't be. We hate that kind of thing as much as you do. Okay. Then I'm just gonna... Aww. Alright, this one has the dinosaur. What? Am I gonna be able to kill this? This is a little bit frightening. Okay, yes I am. Okay. Well, nope, don't steal from monsters. Ha. Right. Yay! Well, that was strange. Want to run? Just hold down the B button? Running can also be set as... right, yeah. Running can also be set as the default walking speed in the config menu. I thought it meant in battle, and I was like, no, you run with LNR. When buying equipment, symbols appear next to your characters that compare it to what they already have on. This doesn't really say much, though, since most equipment does more than just boost raw battle power or defense. The Optimize command on the menu screen didn't take any of this into consideration, which is why we trashed it. What? We've tried to provide as much detail in-game as possible, but it's best to consult the print time for for specific print time. Wow, to consult the print me for specifics. Okay. So I may have to deal with that. That's cool. There's a classroom through the beginner. Yeah. Okay. This is the same dude. Yeah. The stamina attribute allows you a chance to evade many different attacks, namely those that set status ailments. It also guards against attacks that drain HP and MP, do fractional damage, like Demi, or simply kill you outright, like Doom. Stamina raises the HP restored by regen, and now actually lowers rather than raises the HP drain from seizure. How about that? Many commands, such as the regen and remedy spells, or the GP toss skill, also now use it to determine their power. And the dance skill now even uses it to lower the odds of stumbling in non-native terrain. For more details on what this attribute can do for you, please read the README and PRINTME. So they really changed stamina around. I like that. Battle tactics. When your characters start to glow, here's what you need to know. Blue, okay, now This hasn't changed, I suppose. Yellow is safe, physical defense goes up. Green is shell, magic defense goes up. Red is haste, speed goes up. White is slow, speed goes down. Pink is stop. Hammer time! Can't touch this. Oh dear, I'm gonna like this game. Katanas and spears can be used with 2 hands to increase their battle power by 50%. Claws, knives, and some special weapons allow the use of a second weapon. Oh! So Gauntlet and Genjai Glove must not be things anymore. Interesting. Using 2 weapons will cause the damage output of both to be reduced by 25%. Gauntlet? Genjai Glove? What in the blazes are those? Are you on the dope, son? Oh my god. Okay, so they've done away with the Genjai Glove and the Gauntlet. Interesting. A character equipped with a paintbrush will cure HP with their attacks rather than damage it. Really? Interesting. You can change which row each character occupies, default is front, in the menu screen. Placing a character in the back row halves physical damage both dealt and taken. This damage penalty applies to any physical attack, including those from tools, blitz, and bushido. Interesting. It also affects randomly cast spells from certain weapons. Some weapons do full damage from the back row, as will jump with any weapon. Confused about what? This guy must be Canadian. Like me. Confused about what is and isn't physical damage? Simply put, all damage is magical unless otherwise stated. This includes attacks like the Aurabolt Blitz that are powered by the user's stamina, but are technically still magical attacks. The print me specifically notes the physical damage as such. The in-game descriptions are more concise due to space limitation. Press X or Y to cycle through allies in battle. To run, hold down L and R. Faster characters like Locke are better running away than others are. For slower characters, it's best to warp from unwanted fights, especially later on in the game when running gets harder. Press L or R to select multiple targets for any spell with no targeting restrictions, such as Terra's Fire and Cure spells. The damage or healing dealt by a spell split in this manner will be reduced by 50%. This penalty also applies to spells and attacks that hit multiple targets by default, unless otherwise stated. As primary example, Esper attacks are very powerful, but only hit at full strength against a lone enemy. Oh, wow. Summoned Espers also hit both sides of a pincer or side attack, whereas commands with free or group targeting will not. Aside from magic, the only other commands with free targeting are throw, shuriken only, and GP toss. Cool, so I can throw shurikens at multiple... Cool! During battle, press left or right to access the defend and row commands. Defend halves all damage taken until another action is taken. Row moves a dude from the front row to the back, or vice versa. That's vice with a C. This can be useful during back attacks. Be careful when caught in pincer attacks. Dudes will take and deal damage as if they were all in the front row. The same is true for your foes. During side attacks, hit them in the back with physical attacks for massive damage. Cool, that's new. And I got a sleeping bag. I'm liking the mechanic changes. This is so neat so far. Many enemies will counter specific commands with powerful attacks. Others may behave differently if sufficiently damaged, if certain statuses are set, or if you dispatch their allies. So, coming up to some of the newer game mechanics that existed after 6. Status effects don't work on the undead, and instant death attacks will restore their unlife rather than take it. Unless you can manage to find an instant death attack that removes the head or destroys the brain, just don't bother. Because their existence is magically sustained, however, undead creatures will die if their MP is depleted, so there's actually some use for Rasp now. That's really smart. Reflect repels most magical attacks that don't forcibly target all allies and or foes. However, it won't work on spells randomly cast from weapons or magic reflected off another target. That's true. Regular physical attacks, fight, and rage can miss sometimes, but those from other commands will not. For magical attacks, check the print me. Any attack with no hit rate listed will never miss. Vanish and Image make it impossible for physical attacks to hit you. Magical attacks will never miss a target affected by Vanish, however, and getting hit removes the status. Vanish will not make Doom work on bosses, though. That sort of willy-nilly nonsense doesn't fly here anymore. Well, I never used the Vanish Doom trick anyway, so it's all good. Use elemental attacks wisely to maximize damage in combat. Human foes, for example, are especially vulnerable to poison. Bolt and Water are most effective against mechanical enemies. Bolt also works against anything that flies. And while ice might not be one of the more powerful elements, it still killed the dinosaurs. Earth and wind attacks, on the other hand, are very powerful normally, but no enemies have weaknesses to them. Fractional damage attacks, in particular, work on any enemy that doesn't resist its element and isn't a boss or mini-boss. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Holy elemental spells, including curative ones, are best used on the undead for major damage. And if all else fails, use fire. Using multi-elemental magic, remember that resistance to any element will trump a weakness to another. Using rage causes you to take on all attributes of an enemy, including status and elemental resistances and weaknesses. I didn't know that. I think that's new. Be careful, as this includes the undead property and all of the healing, absorption, attack, reversal bunk that goes with it. That's good to know. Need status info? Whatever, why not? Poison. If you don't know what this one does, there is no helping you. Cure with an antidote. Dark. Halves the hit rate of regular physical attacks. Can be cured with eye drops. Imp. You're an imp, and it sucks. Can be cured with or caused by the imp spell. Berserk. Battle power up, but a character is uncontrollable and will do nothing but fight. Sleep. This status is lifted when the afflicted is struck with a physical attack. Muddle. Sort of like sleep, except you attack your teammates. Mute. Can't cast spells or use any attacks that cost MP. Note that many enemy attacks don't cost NP. Seizure. Basically a milder version of poison, can only be cured by setting regen. Zombie. HP goes to 0 and you attack your allies for their delicious brains. Cure with a Revivify. Stoned. Your HP doesn't go to 0, but you're still pretty much dead until it's cured. A remedy spell or item will cure any negative status mentioned here, except for zombie or seizure. Yeah, that's pretty much nothing new. Jump is more powerful than fight, and it does even more damage if a spear is equipped. For best results, use 2 hands. It also increases the damage dealt by spells randomly cast from weapons, unless it's a spell that ignores defense. Random spellcasts, again, those that don't ignore defense, from MP-fueled critical hits receive an even greater bonus. Oh. Morph boosts all damage output by 50% in the same manner as the above, though it also doubles all damage taken. Whoa. This damage penalty can be lowered by raising Terra's stamina. Interesting. I wonder if the espers she's allowed to use have anything to do with that. Can I just... Thank you. Slow and seizure may not be as debilitating as other statuses, but they almost always work, even on bosses. Haste and regen are their opposite effects. Setting one will cancel out the other. Having any of the above statuses inherent will grant immunity to its counterpart. Oh! Of course. Well, actually, you know what? That makes perfect sense. The float stats will protect you from any ground-based attack. Consult the print me for a full listing of them. However, floating targets will take more damage from weapons that are randomly thrown for extra damage. Oh. I wonder if that was in the game. Tonic. So how much does tonic cure? Half. Half max. Oh. Well, that's true. It does have much more of an impact later game, I would imagine. Interesting. Alright. And I can't go back there, obviously, so out we go. We return to the world map and get in a battle. Leafers! So I think it's pretty well established that I can't steal from these rabbits anymore. But that means stealing is going to be even more important when I come across some human foes. And I have no idea when that's going to happen. But let's see. Oh, this is so nice. It's like having a whole new experience with a game I know and love. There's just nothing quite like it. Some things are going to be very inconvenient, though. Like that tools thing for Edgar. How the damage isn't as good in the back row. Yuck. Oh well. Halt! Oh, it's you. Proceed! Alrighty. And here we are in Figaro. What a wonderful place this is. I love the music. Let's go talk to our King Edgar. Oh, what's Edgar's voice gonna be? Needs to be super smooth, like Cassino. You mean this is the young woman? Giving her the once-over. Edgar, who are you? Oh, my apologies. How rude of me to turn my back to a lady. Casanova, the young king of Figaro Castle, allied to the Empire, and a master designer of machinery. Correct. Hi, Edgar. I am Edgar, the king of Figaro. Surprised someone like me knows a king? Blah, 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 blah. Catch you two later. Now please tell me they fixed this dialogue because it's so bad. So, you're an Imperial soldier? No problem. Figaro and the Empire are allies. Please relax while you're here. It's not in my blood to harm a lady. Why are you being so kind to me? Is it because of my abilities? I never really understood why she said that, because they don't know her abilities yet. I'll give you 3 reasons. First of all, your beauty has captivated me. Second, I'm dying to know if I'm your type. I guess your abilities would be a distant third. Huh? I guess my technique's getting a bit rusty. Okay, they didn't entirely fix that dog. That's okay. I suppose a normal girl would have found him dashing, but I'm hardly normal. Poor Tara. Well, now I've got her, and I'm wandering on Figaro Castle. I want to check and see about the tools on sale. What do we got? Okay, this is interesting. And I can no longer buy tents immediately. Remedies are relatively inexpensive, but I don't know if I want to buy anything just yet. Oh, whoop, treasure chest! Treasure! Bam, done. Awesome. And now we go in here. This is where I can buy tools. Oh, and I can buy a mithril dirk too, look at that. Wow, 5,000 for a bioblaster. Jeez, and I'm never going to use the noise blaster, so I won't do that for now. Tonic, antidote. That's happy. Out the door we go. What are you saying? Most high-tech devices in existence, for example. Oops, they're all top secret. Of course they are. I wonder if that's what he usually says. Do I need to sleep? Not really, but whatever. Get back those 4 points of MP. Hey, hey, hey! Alright, there we go. And we're back. Down the stairs we go. We're gonna go out, and we're going to go to the lift and learn about Sabin. And I don't care how you guys say his name is Sabin, darn it, to me. No Sabin for me. His Highness said he married me when I got older. Yeah, that's really, really creepy, Edgar. Edgar has a twin brother. Such a nice boy. And now we get the flashback. Broom, broom. So sad. Oh, I need a voice for Sabin. Okay. Big buff bodybuilder. He's gonna have the big, deep caveman voice I was using in Final Fantasy 2. Edgar, what's wrong with Father? What's all this talk of his successor? Are you blind? Look how thin his face has become. But what are you talking about? Edgar? Yeah, you have to admit Sabin was pretty clueless. Are you crying? Poor Sabin. Edgar's twin brother who traded the throne for his own freedom. Sabin! Righto. Ah, Sabin. Oh, he looked so like his father. He was such a sweet child. I often wonder what he's like now. He's a tank is what he's like now. Anyway. Moving right along. Let's go see Edgar again, because I don't think there's any other hidden treasure to be worried about right now. Badoom. Oh, the Chancellor. Might as well talk to him, see what he has to say. The whole business of the succession was so repugnant to Sabin that he fled the castle forever. The story goes that it was all settled with a coin toss. It was a cheating coin toss. Well, how do you like my castle? King Edgar, a general of the Empire, has requested an audience of you. Probably Kefka. And he's back. Ha 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 ha. My Kefka. Emperor Gestall's stupid orders! What kind of idiot builds a castle in the middle of nowhere? How inconsiderate! There's sand on my boots! Oh, he got you whipped, boys. Yes, sir. All set, sir. Idiots! Oh, sniveling doormats! I keep forgetting the dialogue has changed a little bit. Sir Kefka, what brings you out of my way? Boom. Smack you to the side. Oh, I love playing Kefka. He's so much fun. You've been busy down south, looking for more cities to destroy? That's for us to know. I thought we were allies. What are you doing in my domain? Allies? Ha! With a pathetic little country like this? Oh, that's interesting. That's new. What brings Kefka, a humble servant of Emperor Gastal, into our lowly presence? A girl of no importance recently escaped from us. We heard she found refuge here. This wouldn't have anything to do with this witch everyone's been whispering about, would it? Not at all. She merely stole something of minor value. She's here, isn't she? That's a tough one. You see, there are more girls in here than grains of sand out there. I can't keep track of all of them. Oh, Edgar, I'd hate to be you if we found out you were lying. It would be truly a tragedy if something were to happen to your precious Figaro. Oh boy. Oh. Equipment! What's he wearing? Okay. Oh, he's two-handing the mithril pike. Yeah, man. Does he have any relics? I don't have any relics. Okay, no relics. I'd say that guy's a few suits shy of a full deck. Where's Terra? Take her to her room. I'd love to chat with you, but the Chancellor and I must speak in private. Sometimes I hate being a king, if you'll excuse me. And now I can outrun Locke to the room. Follow me! No. I'm gonna get there first. I usually do anyway. Even when I'm just walking. Except that he's always there in front of me. Because, you know, things make no sense. Kaboom! Here we are in the bedroom. Sorry, I've dragged you all around, sorry. I've dragged you around all this time without even introducing myself. I'm Locke, right? Edgar told me about you. When? When did Edgar tell you? You're a thief. I'm a treasure hunter. Anyway, on the surface, Edgar pretends to support the Empire. The truth is, he's collaborating with the Returners, an organization opposed to the Empire. I am his contact with that group. The old man you met in Narsh is one of us. Empire. But I'm a soldier of the Empire. Not if you don't want to be. They were using you, Terra. Things are different now. I don't understand. What should I do? I can't tell you what to do. Your decisions are your own to make from now on. You don't need to decide right away. You'll soon find your way. Yeah, the dialogue's good. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. But how will I know which way is right? And then, tragedy struck. Sort of. No casualties, just a bit of burnt plaster. And Edgar slowly awakens. What? Still half asleep, but dressed fully. Everybody sleeps in their clothes. And the castle's on fire! What's happening? Look around. It's the Empire! It's Kefka! And here we are. What do you think you're doing? Bring me the girl! Now! I don't know what you're talking about. Then welcome to my barbecue! Oh dear. Fire! Fire! Oh god. Alright, fine. Get ready. Yes, sir! Changed your mind? I guess I have no choice. I wish I could whistle like that. Or maybe I do. Ha! Oh my! Shameful that a king should flee, leaving his people behind! How delightful! Jump! And they got up there somehow. We're totally expecting this. Okay, dive now! Yahoo! And the rumbling in the bog! In the desert, really. And Figaro goes underground and snuffs out the flames. And the Chancellor, no one can touch the people of Figaro! At least not for very long. And down she goes. Right under the sand. I love it. Ah, Kefka, you enjoying a little sunbath? Go! Go! Kill them! And we enter a nice little easy boss battle. Or at least it's usually easy. Please tell me he starts with an auto crossbow. Oh, we're on the wrong road too. Oh well. Okay, human target? Doesn't have, nope. Okay, not human target, apparently. Let's get the obligatory cutscene out of the way. No, he doesn't have an auto. Darn it! Shoot. That stinks. And we have the freak out with some sprite clipping issues. Edgar, what's the matter? You look spooked. Did you just see what I just saw? Yeah, this kid seems loaded for bear. She's amazing. That was magic. M-A-G-I-C. Magic? She used magic? Whisper, whisper, whisper. Terra, where on earth did you learn that? Sorry, look, I didn't mean to make such a big deal of it. Me either. I've just never actually seen magic before. How did you... Edgar, Terra can use magic and we can't. That's the only difference between us. The fact is, we could use her help. Thank you, Locke. Thank you, Edgar. Wink. Okay, totally out of character for Terra, gotta say. And please tell me they changed this line. Stop goofing off. Yes! Massive improvement. Oh god. Ouch. So this is not going to be as easy a battle as it normally is by any stretch of the imagination, but we can keep on setting things on fire. I wish I had Bolt. Oh well. I'm gonna change row. Ooh, did he just counterattack? He did! Why did he just counterattack? That's strange. Does he like auto counterattack now or something? Or that must be okay, I'm interested. Because that's quite unusual. Oh, pardon me guys. Doorbell. And we're back. Darn solicitors. Anyway, burn into the ground. Yeah, and I have to look up, I'm gonna have to, when I've got full control of them, I have to have a look and see about what this counterattack thing is. Probably in the readme. I'll have to do some reading. Bravo, Figaro! Me and my terrible voice acting skills. Son of a submariner, you'll pay for this, you Spoony King! Spoony. Ha ha ha! Nice. That was great! Was that evil man from the Empire? I'm scared. Terra, there's someone we'd like you to meet. Like I said before, we're members of the Returners. Our leader, Bannon, would certainly like to meet you. Magic is going to be the key to winning this war. You seem to have some magical power. That Esper, it reacted to you? There has to be a connection. I don't know. It just comes naturally to me. But no human is born with the powers you have. Well, that was an insensitive thing to say, Kingy. I apologize. What should I do? I'm sure the Empire is going to come after us. They want your powers for their own, and if they get them, the world is done for. Terra, you want to understand your own powers, right? Then I think we need to meet with Bannon. Please, Terra, come with us. There's a cave east of here that leads to South Figaro. Let's go. Off we go to the Figaro Cave. I'm riding on a chocobo. Woo! Anyway. There's the cave. And then we're going to be going from here to South Figaro. But I have been recording for rather a while. So, I believe at this point I'm going to let that be that. This is the end of part 2 of episode 1 of Let's Play Final Fantasy 6 Brave New World Semi-Blind! And I'm going to find a title for that works. And I am going to just check and see. Skills. No, there's nothing in skills. Well, I don't know why he auto retaliates, but it's fine. It's fine. So, gonna save here, and tune in next time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and those who have yet to decide.